So what is up, guys? I am Mike, and well, today I'm gonna do the review of 2.0. Alright, so usually these reviews will be done by, well, one of our team, Sandru, but instead he's a little bit busy today, so I am gonna do the review instead. Okay, now don't mind me, this review is gonna be in English. I hope you guys don't mind. I will give you my points about it in a form of we're gonna break it down positive and we're gonna look at the negative as well. Okay, so I'm gonna be very neutral about this. So basically, okay, the movie is let's just say it's one of in Indian cinema, I guess you can say it is a very new concept, okay, for Indian cinema, for what it has brought into, for something that's very new. Okay, the concept of a superhero science fiction concept seems to be very new, I guess, in the Indian cinema. So on that, kudos to Shankar, the director, who has done a very good job of bringing a whole new genre of film in Indian cinema. Okay, because okay, he did the first one, which was Indiran, back in 2010. Okay, but that one had its superhero theme, but nothing quite like this one. Okay, nothing quite like this one. I'm glad they did two things mainly that I will point out. Okay, they reduced the amount of songs and they did not focus on the love story. Okay, there was this side storyline of love story between basically Dr. Vasigaran. He made a humanoid robot, AI, so I guess it's an artificial intelligence called Nila, played by Amy Jackson, of course. Okay, that character somehow has this like crush on Chitty, but it was not like played throughout the film so drastically. It was just it had bits, but it was there. I say that I prefer that there was lesser songs. It was because with the less amount of song sequence, so to speak, you were able to focus on the story a little bit more, because I feel they had a lot to talk with this. They had a lot to explain scientifically, and the concept and the story. Okay, because to explain the story, you need to understand the science behind it. You need to understand the complexity that they were trying to bring. Okay, they were trying to bring this. Story-wise, I really cannot give much positives, as me personally, I have seen them in so many Hollywood movies. Okay, not to compare, but as an audience, I think you will compare as well when you watch it. Like, you will see this scene and you'll be like, oh, I've seen that in like maybe Pacific Rim, or oh, I've seen this in Ant-Man. Okay, oh, I've seen this in Age of Ultron, Avengers. Let me think. Iron Man, there's even a remark where he even mentions Iron Man like as a pun intended somehow. So, oh, tons of puns, by the way, tons of puns used, which I think you guys will find funny. But other than that, the movie has its ups and downs depending how you're gonna absorb this. Okay, to audiences who cannot process science fiction too much, you might find the explanation of the science and everything be a little bit like what is going on lah. It'll be really on a slight annoying point, unless if you're able to like process and like really listen and like, okay, maybe that makes sense. Okay, let's see what happens next. If you're really invested into the movie. Actors, okay, everyone gave their best. That's one thing for sure. Everyone gave their best. Okay, Rajinikanth gave his best. You see him taking on multiple sides of a role, so to speak. Of course, his main is like two. Chitty, no, his main is three basically. Chitty, Dr. Vasigaran, and basically 2.0. Okay, but there's much more to it which I won't spoil. You guys watch it and you guys tell yourself. Okay, but there is a slight like I am a Rajinikanth fan, so I've watched him even back in his older movies, and to see in comparison, you will actually feel bad for him, because you can tell he's getting old. You can tell he is getting old because he has trouble. There are even certain points where his pronunciation is a little bit out. You can even see his movements a little bit slower. But despite all that, he still managed to pull off an energetic performance for the 2.0. So kudos for that. Okay. Now Akshay Kumar gave his 100%. He gave his 100%. You can tell from the way, from what he brought to the film as a villain, and as his character that basically drove his motivation to become what he has become. Okay, you really see the transformation. You see him bring this into the character. What kind of was the turn off was because his voice was dubbed in Tamil, when I feel it would have been better if they actually let Akshay Kumar dub his own voice in Tamil. It would be more authentic, because it felt like the voice was something else but Akshay Kumar was something else. The voice did not justify how powerful of a villain he is, you know, because usually as a character, the dialogue delivery, that's what somehow stands out as the character, for the character to stand up, so to speak. You will notice the way he brings the character with dialogues, but when the dialogue is being said by some other dubber, by a dub artist, and Akshay Kumar with this amazing performance, it doesn't click. Okay, it doesn't click. That's the only thing that I feel here. Amy Jackson has her role, but her role is small and just nice. I would say it's just nice that they didn't overuse her as well. Okay, while Akshay Kumar was a little bit underused, in my opinion. Amy Jackson's character, somehow I also felt to some people you might find it cringy, a little bit cringy, because the expressions that she can give, like, don't get me wrong, she can act, okay, just that certain emotions she has trouble like really conveying that emotion, because as we know, she's a model mainly, so a model's emotion will basically be more towards glamorous shots. So if you do a role where she is a model, then you will see her take off and do her role well. But if she's in a role that, you know, she's something different, you might find it a little bit like Nirav Shah as the director of photography, I would say this is a beautifully shot film. Angle wise, the shots really if you were to watch the movie and you were to pause it at any part of the movie, you know, it would look like a drawing. It would look like a drawing. It is that good. The angles, the shots that were taken was beautiful. I really need to talk about the VFX here, okay? One thing for sure, without VFX, this movie has nothing else to give. It was good, okay? The VFX are good, but they could be polished. Certain shots made it feel very... You know it was VFX the moment you saw it, you know? Like, okay, the VFX for the crow, well done. Very well done, from the texturizing to the coloring, the motion, everything looks very realistic in a way, okay? Realistic in a film perspective, okay? And I felt that this movie, with the budget that it had, could have actually taken a little extra time. They didn't even have to rush this movie, and they could polish the VFX a little bit more, and it will look much better. Music, A.R. Rahman nailed the BGM, okay? The background music for this movie makes you feel invested in the movie. Certain points where it was really thrilling and almost scary, and you felt that the music really built that emotion, okay? And then there are scenes where it turns out to be like introduction of a badass hero or the badass villain himself. The music gave you like a feel like, okay, we see what kind of a person he is. So the music was the backbone almost. It was the backbone that kept the movie going forward from here and on. Okay, and finally, of course, the captain of the ship, Shankar. Okay, if I'm not lying to myself, I will tell you one thing, that the concept for this movie is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing, okay? For the way they were able to put the concept together. I write scripts as well, so I understand the feeling of taking the script and drawing it into into a storyboard. There you go. When you draw the script into a storyboard, you will try to keep it the best way you can. But when I watched that movie, I actually thought to myself, how were they able to draw out such a detailed storyboard? It was almost the vision, because to get such a beautiful outcome, the vision for this film had to be huge. And for that, kudos Shankar. As a director, your vision blows my mind. When it comes to the story, I would say it's just average. It's a very average story. Overall, I will tell you, this movie is worth the watch, okay? And please do go watch it in 3D, because the effects in 3D really, I guess, gives you a more immersive effect or an immersive experience. A scale that we've given the points for this movie will be a good 6.5 out of 10. So basically, that was our review. That was my review for the Rajinikanth movie 2.0. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and guys, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, subscribe button is right down there, and once you subscribe, just don't forget to click the ring button, the bell button. Right, that bell button will ensure you guys get notified whenever we upload. Okay, so yeah, that was me, Mike, giving my review. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time.